MTV Cribs was extremely fake. Here's the evidence. What the fuck?
50 cents Ferraris, they were rented. Robbie Williams' castle home, it belonged to someone else. MTV Cribs wasn't exactly...
This reminds me of those people that fucking rent out like a private plane that doesn't fly, and they just rent it to take pictures on it and act like they're on a private plane. It's wild industry, bro. Ever since fucking 2020, ever since the pandemic, I swear there's a new creative way to make money. Like people, there's Airbnbs, but there's also, you can like Airbnb your pool in your backyard. So if you have a pool, you can like rent it out because people don't want to use public pools, or they want to have a party at your pool. And so they'll like do individual charges, like, oh, it's $5 to use our towels. It's $10 for us to put your drinks in our fridge. $10 an hour to use our grill type shit. It's fucking wild. People, when they need money, there's ways to make it, bro. Well, there's a will, there's a way.
And we said that was my house.
Oh, that wasn't your house?
No, it's all lies.
And nothing shows this better than the episode with Ja Rule. He flexed his 5-bedroom mansion on Star Island in Miami, where he talked about living beside other famous celebrities. The house was so familiar that Ja Rule named each area, calling his courtyard the Open Paradise, which was patrolled by his guard dog Cookie. It was shown in the intro that the property was a rental, but this was assumed to be on a long-term basis, given he knew almost...
Okay, I have no problem with you being rich and renting like a huge house, but flexing it like you own it is crazy in my opinion. It is wild. And granted, 50 Cent fucking ended Ja Rule's career, so I'm not surprised.
Everything about the mansion. However, as it turns out,
big, though,
Ja Rule's house on Cribs was actually a 4-day rental, which was exposed in the most embarrassing way.
So he had an Airbnb before Airbnb was a thing.
By lawsuit. Ja Rule paid
visionary
$46,000 for the 4-day lease, promising the mansion's owner it'd be used as a private home for 8 adults with no video shoots and no loud parties.
Ooh. I'm guessing that's a lie.
Well, Ja Rule broke all 3 conditions, shooting his MTV episode whilst having a party with over 600 people. In the process, holes were punched in the walls, furniture and doors were damaged, the driveway somehow cracked, while condoms and syringes were left throughout the house.
Bro, oh, what the fuck? Syringes? What the fuck were they? Was this a Diddy party? God damn, where'd the baby oil? They shooting up baby oil in this motherfucker. But like, straight up, like, how did his fucking career end? Because I know he had bills to pay.
As a result, Ja Rule and MTV was sued for $1 million, but at least it looked like a house that Ja Rule would live in, as the Yin Yang Twins' crib was laughably out of character. The
Yin Yang Yo?
And a gangster rapping duo opened the door revealing the most suburban house, filled with fish tanks, sailing boats, and sea-related artwork.
We waving. We wave.
Not the Yin Yang Twins.
No. This is clearly just a random old white guy's house that likes to fish and likes boats.
They'd even argue over where they bought appliances and had to improvise names for each of the fish. You can tell the Yin Yang Twins have never been in that house. It seemed they at least owned the vehicles at the end, as the cars displayed by Bow Wow were rented for the show. He was just 18 years old during his first Cribs appearance, but despite having starred in some high-profile movies,
Bro, like Mike went fucking hard. He was in Fast and Furious. Holy shit, because this is what this is from. Bro, I did not know that was Bow Wow. Damn, I remember when Bow Wow when I was a kid, he was huge, bro.
Seemed unrealistic that he could afford a 6-bedroom mansion and a fleet of luxury cars. With his name airbrushed above his bed, it seemed as though Bow Wow at least owned the house, although the luxury vehicles were a little more suspicious, because 2 years later he'd go on the show again.
To be fair, if you own the house and you don't own the cars, I respect that a lot more in my opinion, because like at the end of the day, you need a place to crash. Cars lose value so quickly.
Again, during which a viewer made an observation. We had MTV Cribs running in the background and watched 21-year-old Bow Wow show off his bachelor pad in Miami, along with his pimped out Bentley, Lamborghini, and Cadillac Escalade. But then we noticed the word Prestige at the bottom of all 3 cars and decided to Google Prestige Rental Cars Miami, and what do you know, there it was. Prestige was the name of the company that Bow Wow rented the cars from, which was likely encouraged by the show, as Birdman also also used the service during his appearance.
Damn.
Regardless, people clowned on Bow Wow, stating, "Ha ha ha, I wonder if he rented the condo too," which by looking at his life was also highly likely.
Honestly, I have no problem with this kind of shit. It's kind of funny. It's kind of corny. But like, to all the guys that have a girlfriend, fiance, wife, or maybe you just a little sleazebag and you all in, you know, different girls' sheets, you know, all these fathers, you just in and out of different. If you watch a reality TV show nowadays, and you know, back in the day too, but nowadays it's so much worse because there's so many of them. I can't stand reality TV shows, especially when it comes to my fiance's preferred choice, because they're obviously scripted. They're completely scripted. It's so annoying. They just play up the drama as best as they can because they want the girls to get hooked and whoever else watches those. And boy, does it work, because she fucking wants to watch reality TV shows every fucking day of the week. It's like her complaining about me watching YouTube. It's the same thing with her, bro. It's just, fuck, I can't handle it. I'm like, bro, you got headphones? You got headphones. They're sitting right here. Put them bad boys on and let me zone out of that shit.
For example, he'd post his Ferrari to his Instagram, writing,
nice
"Take
car.
the drop top to the night spot. Keep the California in California. We went hard tonight, Grammy weekend,"
Yeah.
which was then reposted by a car rental company who accidentally exposed our good friend Bow Wow pulling up to the Grammys with our Ferrari California.
Damn.
1 year later, it was exposed for flexing a rented Hollywood mansion, but the worst example was in 2017 when he'd post this to his Instagram. He showed the
Oh no, did he steep so low to get? Because when I think of the private jet scam, the fake ass plane that never leaves the fucking lot, bro. It can't even fly anymore. There's probably not even an engine in that motherfucker. Jesus Christ, almost burped mid speech. I think of content creators, bro. I think of like the lowest of the low, bro. Right? Not someone that's actually famous. What the fuck?
private jet he was taking to his concert,
No.
yet the very same day this Snapchat went viral. So
Oh my god, he got caught, bro. He got caught on commercial.
this guy Lil Bow Wow is on my flight to NY, but on Instagram he posted a picture of a private jet caption traveling to NY today, shaking my head. Turns out Bow Wow's
Exactly.
picture of his private jet had
Bro,
been
he was probably looking at the Instagram too. He was probably reading the comments, right in that fucking photo.
taken from a
Oh,
limo
boy.
company's website, prompting people to dig even deeper, discovering he'd done this on more than one occasion.
That's crazy.
It seems his MTV Cribs episode led to years and years of faking luxury, but as mentioned in Bow Wow's expose, 50 Cent had done a similar thing.
Okay, now we're talking.
50
Hold
Cent's
up,
episode
what?
was the definition of excess. He showed his 19-bedroom, 35-bathroom mansion.
I can believe he owns this, bro. 50 is the guy, bro. He made so much fucking money and he went broke, bro, and then he got a lot more money. Kind of like Kanye in a way, right?
Which included a squash court, movie theater, recording studio, and its very own nightclub. Equally impressive was his car collection, which included 4
Mean as
different
fuck.
rare collectible Ferraris, leading him to state,
Now, I know you ain't see these before when you was watching Cribs because everybody ain't got these.
yet it seems 50 Cent
no.
didn't have them either. Each Ferrari had
no.
little numbers on their windshields, leading to a forum post reading. If you notice the small white numbers in the top left-hand corner of the windshields on the F50 and Enzo, those are the numbers of the cars that were in the Hartford Concorso parade, which was confirmed when the user posted these photos.
Oh,
Another forum member
maybe he just had his cars on parade. Who knows, man? Who
added,
knows?
it's pretty
possible.
obvious that they aren't his, because it's a known fact that there's only one yellow Enzo in CT, which was
no.
owned by a pretty well-known hedge fund manager. Well, someone else then officially confirmed. The Ferraris are unfortunately not 50 cents. He invited my friend over to his house for this, and my friend let him use his cars for the episode, and they were filming some music videos that day as well. The Enzo F50 and
This is actually very normal. Actually, one of my buddies, shout out to CJ, I miss you, brother. He went to a party that his dad and his job were invited to. I don't know exactly how, but 2 Chainz was having some kind of music video party, and it was like a venue, a agreed, situation where the owner of the house would benefit. They had some bar that was there. They came and they served drinks there. They were promoting their brand. Someone brought up their cars there from like a dealership. They're all in a agreement to make money with each other. And then 2 Chainz got to shoot his music video there. So this has been happening for years, man. It still happens to this day. It's just very corny when you get caught, in my opinion. And also, if you're promoting it as all of yours, like, you can phrase things in a way where you can flex without having to like lie. So it's really fucking funny when you get caught lying.
599 all belonged to one owner. When 50 Cent later filed for bankruptcy, he'd admit the cars were rented.
Yep.
He'd instead pay off debts by selling his mansion, therefore joining the likes of JoJo, who admitted to doing MTV Cribs while she was actually homeless.
Damn.
JoJo showed MTV through her Cape Cod vacation home, where she supposedly loved spending.
Bro, imagine being homeless and flexing a house. Bro, you know how dead inside you would have to be? That shit would be, bro, that's probably traumatic, honestly. You're just in there like, yeah, this is my fridge. And you're like, fuck, I really wish I had a fridge. And then you open up the fridge and there's food and there's, oh my God, I haven't eaten in like 2 days. Hold on, cut the cameras real quick. I'm finna bust this shit open.
Summers. It was therefore a little weird that she'd invite her extended family, but she'd reveal the reason.
That's even more fucking weird.
Reason for this exactly 10 years later. JoJo was asked about the episode in a Huffington Post interview, to which she'd respond, it was so ridiculous. The thing is, we didn't have a home at that point. My mum and I were living out of suitcases and were mostly in hotels. So that was actually my uncle's house on the Cape. That wasn't my house, that wasn't my stuff. I should have bought.
Wait, that's even more weird, alright? Because you're flexing someone in your family, so like everybody in your family are in on the joke almost, right? They all know what's going on. Because obviously they know where Uncle Joe or whatever the fuck his name lives. That's fucking weird.
And been like, welcome to my crib, look at how luxurious it is, and I should have rented out a place.
I mean, in the family, we would all laugh about it. Like, if it was my family, we would laugh about that shit. But it is fucking odd, right?
But no, I just used my uncle's crib. JoJo further clarified.
So we went to the Cape, which I've like never been to the Cape. I like never go to the Cape. And we said that that was my house.
Oh, that wasn't your house?
No, that was not my house. We brought in some like items that I had. It's all lies.
Should also answer the question.
Why
Shocker.
even bother doing the episode then?
For the exposure. Oh, okay.
But no episode was faker
That's
than
true,
the one by Robbie Williams.
Fair point.
He showed MTV his massive British castle, talking about the spots where he'd been snapped by paparazzi. He then shows his group of friends before making a joke.
I don't really know these people, but what I do is I actually phone Rent a Friend.
But apparently he'd also phoned Rent a Castle. You see, the building was so big that people recognized it as the famous St. Catherine's Court, which was owned by someone else
Is this the one that's next to Rick Ross? I could be wrong, but this looks hella familiar.
completely. Jane Seymour. She had no idea that Robbie ever went there, or that he'd hired a fake butler to help out with the shoot. It wouldn't be until 17 years later that Robbie finally admitted, we didn't let Jane know that I was gonna pretend it was my house. And because I was like 23 and full of spunk, I didn't even consider other people's thoughts or feelings. So I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to Jane Seymour, but it
honestly, the amount of people I've met, because I'm in custom design, I've seen so many really nice houses, and homeowners, they range in different characters, right? I think majority of people would actually think it was funny that you did this, but now, because a lot of people that have like nice houses and you're trying to show them off, like for you know, say you're a custom home builder or whatever it might be, right? And you try to show off what you built. A lot of them don't want to be in the pictures. They don't want to do it. You're like, okay, you got to hire models instead and come have them, you know, at the photo shoot. Some people don't want you to take photos of anything at all. They want complete privacy. They don't want to, you know, even if you did an amazing job building the project, they don't want you around. They don't want that shit on the internet. So yeah, it ranges. I think this would be fucking funny, honestly. I don't know what the big deal about it is, really. This is kind of
might not have even been Robbie Williams' fault, because Redman explained in a DJ Vlad interview that MTV tried to get him to rent a house for Cribs.
They wanted me to rent a house, so I can open the big double doors and shit like, yo, look at my shit, you know.
With MTV trying to choose the home.
That's crazy. MTV is finessing people. They're not the ones renting the house. they're getting the rich motherfuckers to do the dirty work. That is fucking smart, bro.
Himself.
The first thing they said was, all right, we got a couple of houses picked out for you. Wow. And I was like, oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah, they set in the budget. That is fucking genius. And they can incentivize it too, because it'd be like, hey, bro, you do this, you get exposure on our show, and you also could shoot your music videos, get exposure that way, flex your lifestyle that you're trying to, you know, maintain like this, you know, this facade pretty much. So it does make sense when you come to like a strategic management mindset.
Redman simply refused,
And I said, you know what? No, I don't want to rent a house. I want y'all to come to my house.
accidentally
There you go.
making the show's most relatable episode. He brought MTV Cribs to his 2-bedroom apartment, where he ironed his shirts on the floor and flexed his frozen fish fillets.
That's fucking awesome, bro. That's fucking dope.
Redman's recording studio was just a messy bedroom, whilst the
Yup.
rest of his house was in such disarray, you could barely notice his cousin sleeping on the ground.
Oh man, this reminds me of like people when they do the pictures and it's like Instagram and then they put reality. Oh, I fucking love it, bro. We need more content like this nowadays.
He concludes the episode stating, next time y'all need to find me, just rub these 2 wires for the doorbell.
Don't worry about the screen too. You know it's still good.
Okay, this might be a fake house too. Bro, what are the odds? He's actually so smart. He's like, I don't know, fuck people thinking I'm rich as fuck. I want them to relate to me, bro. Let me find the bummiest fucking house I can. Make sure that they just throw random shit in there. Make it a mess. Fucking take the window out of the front door. That's crazy, bro.
The realest episode of MTV Cribs. Redman didn't fake it like other celebrities.
I don't know about that. The realest episode might be actually fake too. That's crazy to think though. Redman episode is a classic. Rubbing the 2 wires together to get the doorbell had me troll. So okay, it actually ringed. Maybe it is his house then. That's fucking awesome. It looked like his fucking window was out of like completely out of the front door. So I like hopefully he got that fixed. Redman is a G for that. I don't know how he's doing, but that's super humble. It makes me respect him more. Left my ass up. Yeah, for real. Rule number 1 of unauthorized house parties: somebody's gonna punch a hole in the wall. Always. Dude, this always fucking happens. I remember at a house party, and I don't know exactly how it happened, but some dude like got thrown into the wall. Literally just like encaved into the wall like a superhero movie. Shit was nuts, bro. Shit was fucking nuts. Massive respect to Redman. Yeah, for real. So yeah, everybody's giving his the due he deserves. Yeah. So that's the video. Shout out to that boy Sunny V2. Go give him a like. Go give him a sub. This video is awesome. I loved it. Deserves a like. 34K out of 1.3 million views. Not too shabby. Could be better. Probably deserves better in my opinion. Good old content, you know, not focusing on the negative these days. So yeah, so that's the video. Check out some other videos that are popping by my face, or you know, subscribe, like the video, comment down below. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on this topic. This is I remember watching MTV Cribs. I never once thought it was faked. So it's like telling someone that Santa's not real, but not really, because the kid, I don't know, the kid didn't even give a fuck in the first place.